trees where this sins. True love this time's a case, and around the corners where it bends. A jack of all trades is what he claims.
Well, Stephenville, Texas was the breeding ground for our next featured band, Market Blvd. Now, these guys have put out a really solid sophomore effort with the album Shake It Down.
When the band started, we all kind of met at open mic nights around Stephenville. There wasn't a whole lot of people there doing original music. There's a lot of college kids that were kind of, doing the popular cover songs of the day. Clayton and I hooked up, I guess, over songwriting because that's something that we both like to do and have both done for a while. And it just kind of brought us together. Scott Neal, Dallas's brother, was playing guitar with Clayton at the time, and we just started hanging out there and said, hey, man, maybe this is something we can do.
I saw something different in these guys when I sat down and actually practiced with them. It was all in after that.
Met him and the guy I was in a band with at the time, whatever. I was like, I want to be in a band with that guy. And he was all like, got all, mad about it, stuff like that. But sure enough, a couple of months down the line, they called me, and I guess we were somewhere else, like separate places, and y'all were all on speakerphone. Like, hey, you want to get in the band?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, all right, cool.
So he was just kind of hanging out in Stephenville and don't want those fingers to go to waste. So we definitely knew we had something that we could all lock in on, something that we, like all of our differences, created something in common that makes our music, and it's very complimentary. It just happens, and it happened to us, and it's cool.
Hey, Mr. Indian Man, why you stand so close to the fan?
Shake It Down. It's our sophomore album. We went into the studio at Fort Worth Sound, Fort Worth, Texas. Mr. Bart Rose, he's done our 2 albums so far, and he's a good producer. The things that he's trained himself with over time was the perfect mixture for what we needed to create our music. We went in there with Shake It Down knowing that this was our sophomore album. Running on 7 did really good for us. It got a lot of people knew about it, and we knew we had to go in there and make a good album.
A lot of pressure. They always say you have, 20 years to write your first record and 2.5 to write your second. In that time, we spent a lot of time on the road really getting to know what it means to be a part of something like this and learning how to feed off each other or when to leave each other alone and all that. So we would take that experience from the road into the studio, and it was almost a completely different mindset, completely different band from when we came in for the first record.
We're looking at these songs, and we've been playing a number of them at our shows. So we went into the studio just like, and we got all these old songs kind of to us, but the other people that are going to hear it's going to be brand new. And so I felt kind of nervous the whole time, but then it just kind of dawned on me like, man, it doesn't matter that it seems kind of old to us because these are good songs and people are gonna like them.
My hands are tired, and I'm getting older.
Getting older is one that, it kind of hides on that CD until you're actually searching through the CD and you find it, and it's dedicated to our grandfathers and stuff, the ones that have passed, and it just revolves, around a person just getting older in age and the memories that they have.
So come on, say it. You gotta make me believe it. Don't make me think that you're leaving, 'cause there's another one standing in line.
The track Say It off our album, it is just straight up rock and roll. It is an exciting song. It's telling the girl, either speak up or forever hold your peace, That was one of those songs that we took into the studio put what we had down and built the whole thing up all the way to the top in the studio, brand new. Like that's the way it came out when we went in there with hardly anything. And we were really proud of that song we got done. Like, man, didn't know we were capable of doing
different
that.
experience. It was
yeah,
cool. Very
new
cool.
experience. It was so cool.
Getting Out Alive is a song, I don't know if we mentioned that, but it's one that the three of us actually started, me and Clayton and Dallas, going down to a gig somewhere in South Texas, and sat on it for a while until we were in the studio, and then Dallas was like, spending 3 hours in this thrift store, and we were gonna go to the session afterwards, and I said, hey Josh, check this out, man, I've got this piece for the song we started a while back, and met up with Clayton in the studio and pitched it to him, and he really dug it, so we ended up laying it down. And
it starts out real slow and mellow, and then just before you know it, it's just pop. I mean, it gets big and it gets loud. It is so funny when we're playing a show and we start playing that, and people start dancing because it starts out slow, and they're just like, oh, you know, they're dancing to this groove, and then all of a sudden it's just like so fast. They're like confused. Some people just
You usually end up warning people, like, you're like, I just want to let y'all know that this song speeds up. They're like, I know how to dance, don't tell them.
Well, excuse me from me leaving, but I don't think I can take it anymore.
You know, who knows if there is a next level, but it's just staying busy, staying on the road, and just doing what we love to do.